Have you ever wondered why we dream? Or why certain songs, for example, Elton John's Candle in the Wind, make cry? Or perhaps why we feel anxious when we're about to give a speech, like a keynote at a major conference? Well, these are just some of the questions the fascinating field of psychology seeks to answer. To put it simply, psychology is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. It's like getting an all-access pass to the greatest show on earth, the human mind. It's a field that allows us to peek behind the curtains and understand what makes us tick. It helps us decipher, for instance, why the sight of a loved one, maybe a mother or a childhood friend, fills us with joy, or why we are a bundle of nerves before a big presentation at work. By understanding why we do what we do, psychology opens paths for improving our lives. You may be pondering where all this information originates. Well, psychology, like any other science, has its foundations. We have introspection as our first source. An example of this might be reflecting on why you felt angry when a friend canceled plans last minute. It's examining our own thoughts and emotions to gain insights. Then there's observation, where we learn from studying others. For instance, you might have noticed that people tend to donate more to the street performer when the sun is out, hinting at the correlation between and generosity. Lastly, we have experimentation, where we design scenarios to observe human reactions. This might look like setting up an experiment to see if are more likely to contribute to a charity when they're feeling happy compared to when they're feeling neutral or sad. It's somewhat like being a detective, except instead of solving crimes, you're unraveling the mysteries of the human mind. Now, don't be deluded into thinking that psychology is just about interpreting dreams or lying on a couch discussing your childhood. No, it's an expansive field with a plethora of branches. For instance, there's clinical psychology, which focuses on mental health and disorders such as diagnosing and treating depression. Then there's social psychology, a branch that studies how we interact with others by studying phenomena like how group dynamics influence individual behavior. And let's not forget cognitive psychology, which delves into how we think, learn, and remember, for example, by researching how memory works. It's akin to a vast buffet of mind-related subjects, and you have the freedom to select what piques your interest the most. To summarize, psychology is the scientific exploration of the mind and behavior, employing techniques such as introspection, observation, and experimentation to delve into its mysteries. As we previously explored, it is a vast discipline with numerous branches, each dedicated to a specific facet of the human experience. Recall clinical psychology focusing on the diagnosis and treatment of mental health issues, developmental psychology, which studies how and why humans change over the course of their life, and social psychology, examining how we interact with and are influenced by others. These are only a few of the numerous branches that highlight the breadth and depth of psychology. Imagine if we could employ psychology to prompt more laughter. Is there a possibility of a formula to humor? According to the incongruity theory, humor arises from the conflict between what we expect to happen and what actually transpires. It's the unexpected twist or punchline that triggers our laughter. Evidently, there's more to humor than meets the eye. Consider those butterflies fluttering in your stomach before a big presentation. That's a common manifestation of nervousness, another psychological aspect that has been extensively studied. There are a plethora of techniques to manage this anxiety, ranging from deep breathing exercises to visualizing success. The next time you're laughing at a joke or feeling jittery before a big event, remember that there's a dedicated field of study probing into the why behind these emotions. This, my friends, is the captivating world of psychology. Remember, it's curiosity that has led to groundbreaking discoveries about human behavior. Picture yourself as a young child, eager to understand why people behave in certain ways. That innate curiosity could lead to a deep dive into psychological studies, uncovering truths that have been hidden for centuries. Similarly, daring to question is the key to challenging existing theories. Imagine the courage it took for early psychologists like Sigmund Freud to question widely accepted concepts of human behavior. His audacious approach to psychoanalysis revolutionized our understanding of the human psyche. And exploration, that's the vehicle that takes us to new uncharted territories. Picture the explorers of the mind, like neuroscientists who are mapping out the neural pathways in our brains, uncovering the secrets of memory, thought, and emotion. Indeed, stay curious, keep questioning, and never stop exploring. For it is in this fascinating world of the human mind that we stumble upon the unimaginable, the hidden, and the extraordinary.